counting down toward first pitch here in Phoenix. Rockies and Diamondbacks, next on the show. Now from Chase Field in the capital city of Phoenix, Arizona, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here for this National League matchup out west. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
What we're looking at right here is a couple of guys hoping to finish out the month of April strong. They've each had a few starts under their belts. Each has made it through all right health-wise, so they should be rounding into form right about now.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's bring in a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Colorado Rockies, as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll match up against a very difficult foe indeed, the right-hander Lance Lynn. Charlie Blackmon will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight.
First pitch, 6:40.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is swung on and grounded to Hill at second. On to first with it is Hill, 1 away. So a good job there by Lynn to retire the first man to greet him here, and with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Martin Prado will take his first cuts of the ball game here. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now, and that's a fair ball.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4 irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Trevor Story will get his first shot now with the runner at first following the 1-out single. Lays off 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he'll offer it the 2-1 and send it in the air out to right. Lee is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth.
Number 2 will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently 3rd in home runs in the National League. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out with the man at first. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Sliced down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rockies strand 1, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Here's the starting lineup now for Kirk Gibson's Arizona Diamondbacks, and it looks like this. They'll match up against a guy who seems to have made the long road back. Big John, the veteran right-hander John Lackey. Now a quick look at the defensive alignment for the Rockies. Marcell Ozuna will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Diamondbacks, center fielder Marcell Ozuna.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. And he's fallen behind now. 3-1.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. Throw over to first by Lackey, and a dive, but he's back in. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Dickerson will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, right fielder
Michael Lee will stand in now, and this is certainly a guy that can beat you in a lot of ways. Currently your National League stolen base leader. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. There's one. On to Morneau, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Corey Dickerson will start things off for the Rockies, with Justin Morneau due to follow next.
Dickerson.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
And 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
Full count offering on its way. And the payoff pitch is reached for and sent on the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Justin Morneau will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a ball loops softly back over the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Drew Stubbs will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Now he runs up and gets this one down. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Thomas will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Dickerson is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Matt Kemp will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Let's go Diamondbacks!
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. And a good pitch there as he reaches out to hit this one on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Mark Trumbo will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And there's the fastball from Lackey, 0-1. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled back. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Michael McHenry will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this ball will be chopped foul. And a swing, and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, here's a good look from the side angle. This is in show motion. You can see this crosses right over the knees. That's close, but it's the right call.
John Lackey comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a 1-0. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. Two gone now here in the third. Charlie Blackmon will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And this is swung on and missed, though he will need to do a little housekeeping at first. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Aaron Hill will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0-for-4 in the ball game. Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike one. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Lackey ready with the 1-2 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top four-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Now the 2-0 offering to Suzuki. 3-0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
In there, on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Lance Lynn will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning.
Guys, come on.
Low for ball one.
Good eye.
2-0 now.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher. That won't make that guy very happy. Just lay it in there. Probably take it anyway.
Marcell Ozuna will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. In there for strike one. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Come on, be back.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for Arizona. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Martin Prado will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now the fastball here is swung on and grounded foul. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Trevor Story will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Look at it, guys. Double him up right here.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. Echeverria for one. On to Trumbo, but not quite in time, as they'll just get the one.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Number 2 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Come on, up. Double play kills the inning.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nice.
Swinging a ground ball to short. And that's through, a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only one away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Corey Dickerson will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Yeah, there you go.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. This is hit sharply to the left side. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll played one for sure and maybe a second. And the run scores to give the Rockies an early 1-0 lead.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Justin Morneau will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Come on, be there.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. One there, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Drew Stubbs will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this is foul for the first strike.
Strike this guy out.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rockies forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Rockies lead this one 1-0. Adeiny Echeverria will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Michael Lee will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. 1-0 on the way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Outside, 2-1. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And a base hit, the first one of the game so far for the Diamondbacks.
Now batting, number 24.
Thomas will try it again. He flew out his first time. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Let's get it going, D-back.
Little tapper. We'll see if they try for two. Here's another 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Blackman is there, 2 gone.
The batter, left fielder,
Matt Kemp will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, and I figured this was just a matter of time with 2 outs. He figured if he could get himself into scoring position, then a base hit could tie this ball game. And now they're going to have that opportunity as he makes it there safely.
Outside, 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Mark Trumbo will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Blackman is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Michael McHenry will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Michael McHenry.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. And this is fouled back and out of play. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
John Lackey will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Fouled straight back. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
On the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Charlie Blackman will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. But they're on top 1-0. Aaron Hill will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Aaron Hill.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Kurt Suzuki will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Swung right over the top of that one, as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Lance Lynn will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And this is fouled straight back. Now the 0-1 from Big John. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
2 out, nobody on. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2. Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Martin Prado will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Number 2 will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far. Grounded fouled off to the right side. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
The pitch. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Now a bullet back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Corey Dickerson will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Adaney will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Colorado, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Marcell Ozuna will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
A ball hit hard to the left side. But there to spirit is Prado. Quick hands for the first out.
And these are the kind of breaks he's been getting. Even the hard-hit balls are finding leather. Seems like everything's coming up roses in this start.
Adaney Echeverria will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second, and a throw on to Morneau for out number 2.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
Michael Lee will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Come on, Michael!
Now here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it, the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Joaquin Benoit is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Joaquin Benoit.
Justin Morneau will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Justin Morneau.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Aaron Hill at second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 13, Drew Stubbs.
Drew Stubbs will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. First pitch coming. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Swing and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw gets him 2 down.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Michael McHenry will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now the pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they're up 1-0. Thomas will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh.
Third baseman, number 24.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike one.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Matt Kemp.
Matt Kemp will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. And he's going to get there after a long run as he gloves it for the second out.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Mark Trumbo.
Mark Trumbo will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Come on, Mark, let's go.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Ball 2.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail 1-0. Jeremy Hellickson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jeremy Hellickson.
John Lackey will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
John Lackey.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And this will be fouled away. Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Charlie Blackmon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Fouled back. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Ozuna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Martin Prado will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Ozuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They lead it 1-0. DJ LeMahieu will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 9, DJ LeMahieu.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Come on now.
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off ball four. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work toward getting a ground ball here.
Now you see the Colorado skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears we're going to have a pitching change as that'll end the night for John Lackey. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. John Axford is on to work as he'll take over here in the eighth.
John Axford.
Carl Crawford will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5, Carl Crawford.
Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And he missed with it. Ball four. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Back-to-back walks now by two different pitchers. The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. We'll see how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Brandon Drury will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Now with two on and nobody out, looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
But Troy Hawkins will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Marcell Ozuna will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder, how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
When he steps to the plate, he knows exactly what he's got to do. This one's deep enough to get the job done, and that ties up the ball game.
Adeiny Echeverria will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Infield at double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Prado is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. Yeah, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Crawford leads from second. Here's the pitch. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. DJ LeMahieu will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 9, DJ LeMahieu.
David Hernandez will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Anthony Record is also into the ball game, as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Trevor Story will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Trevor Story.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
1-2. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
The 2-2. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Number 2 will dig in, looking for hit number 3 in the ballgame. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Oliver Perez will take over in a tie ball game with 1 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Oliver Perez.
Corey Dickerson will be his first assignment out of the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. Here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Line drive, base hit left field. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
They're applying a little pressure here for one of the first times tonight. That puts runners at the corners now with 1 away, so this becomes an opportunity they need to take advantage of.
Willeen Rosario will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
20, Willeen Rosario.
Corners are in here. Now the first pitch. Up and in for ball one. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Runners are at the corners with one man out. In there, 1 and 2 now.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Rockies have staked themselves to a 4-1 lead.
Well, you figure it's only a matter of time till this guy gets going. That's his first home run here on the season, and you can bet it ain't going to be his last.
Shelby Miller will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
17, Shelby Miller.
Drew Stubbs will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Strike him out!
Now a ball lined towards center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Well, that's not a hanger either. He goes down and beats a good pitch on 2 strikes. I mean, you see, this pitch, it's falling out of the strike zone, but he goes down and manages to get good wood on it.
Michael McHenry will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Let's get the easy through now. Let's go!
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
And even with 3 runs in here, that guy's still a threat to go at first. He may try and make this inning worse.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. There goes Stubbs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And this will not be in time to get Stubbs as he moves into scoring position at second base.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throwdown, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Stubbs off a second, now the pitch. Fouled straight back. Three runs already home here. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's the third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Carlos Gonzalez will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
You can do it!
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Rockies strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. Colorado leads it 4-1. Willeen Rosario will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 20.
Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching for Colorado, number 15, Glenn Perkins.
Thomas will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead 0-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle, comes from the first base side. It's not straight either, it's moving.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Matt Kemp will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And this is going to kick off the fence now out in front of the Arizona bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Just a nice job here going out and hooking this ball right down the left field line. You see it make it all the way out to that wire fence in front of the Arizona bullpen. By then, he's into second easy with a stand-up double.
Mark Trumbo will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Here it comes 1-0 to Trumbo. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
Whew, that's a gift.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Just overmatched him there.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And this is down in front of Stubbs for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third, and don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Anthony Record We'll try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, a bad spot there to lose your release point. This one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Cody Ross will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 7, Cody Ross.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he...
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Diamondbacks are down to their final strike now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base, so he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You've got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in now, and if he can find a gap somewhere, he might even be able to give his team the lead. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
You just get the sense that the momentum is turning. This pitch is nowhere close to the target. That's a big pick-me-up right there to score a run on the wild pitch.
And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
And in game 1 of this series, it sure doesn't hurt to make that closer burn up a lot of his pitches. It might just make him unavailable going forward.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And this is probably the right decision here with 2 outs. Too many things can go wrong when you let him swing the bat.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike one.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, you might want to call this one winning ugly. They allowed the tying run to get to third and the winning run to reach second base. But in the end, they hang on for dear life to close this one down.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up having just the one at-bat, but he stepped into a crucial spot and delivered off the bench. In my mind, that was a turning point of the game.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top, 4-3. Good night from Phoenix.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street station.